You're listening to the AFTERBUZZ TV Network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Keith Johnson.
The AFTERBUZZ Studios in Los Angeles, California. Presented by Maria Menounos and Bing.com and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies. This is AFTERBUZZ TV's Princesses Long Island After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AFTERBUZZ TV's Princesses Long Island After Show.
They're taking us into the club.
I mean, I feel like this is an intense song for probably the most action-packed episode yet. So thank you, Steven. You knew. It's appropriate. Hey, you guys. Bing is for doing. We're season 1, episode 5, which I can't believe we're at episode 5 already, called Intermenchion. I think I could be pronouncing that wrong, possibly, but we'll see. And maybe I need to have a little bit of a Hebrew accent with it, or a Jaffe one. I'm your host, Kristina Zias, along with these fabulous fellas.
Hi, I'm Jake DuPree.
I'm Fahnia Thomas.
And we're missing Cassidy this week. She's out of town, but she sends her love, and she wishes she was here for the princess party. Let's get into it. Okay, so I have to say, we said this last week, right? That Amanda keeps like rising up and rising up and rising up on the princess scale, and she's just amazing in this episode. And we start off right away. She's like a good friend. Not only does she a good friend to Babs and takes her out for girls' night and Erica, but she's like, you know, Chanel's feeling down, and she's like, I'm gonna bring the Coco out, and she's there for her, and they go out once again, and it was really nice to see that.
That was so cute. Amanda, I think she's just so much fun to watch because she's so happy all the time, and she's always joking, and like she uses these crazy voices. I feel like she knows that she's a character, and she plays that up. And just in real life, I think that's how she is.
She's just fun. Like, she's the life of the party. She doesn't really give two flips about anything and likes to have a good time, which I think is a good characteristic to have. Yeah,
and she just doesn't take herself too seriously.
Not at all.
And my favorite part is okay, obviously what happened with Erica last week was super shady. We don't know what happened in that bathroom stall, but we know it was not for our eyes or ears. And Amanda decides not to talk about it because you know Chanel would have loved that gossip. Definitely. Yeah, and she was like, whatever happened in that stall is between Erica, and she didn't want to talk about it. So I thought that was really cool too.
That's real girl code. Like, whatever happened at that party is between them, and she's not giving it up. So she could be my homegirl.
That's it. I mean, I think that's really admirable, especially being on a reality show, not saying some like juicy gossip to other people. Like in any other reality show, they would have been like, oh, you will never believe what happened the other night. Even if nothing happened, they would still talk about it.
Or allude to it.
Oh, yeah.
Especially, I mean, fast forwarding a little bit to the end of the episode when they're all sitting around the table talking about Erica, she could have been like, yeah, you guys think she has a drinking problem. Let me tell you what happened this past weekend. And no. She's just a downright bee. Right?
Ride or die. Ride or die.
And I like how she was there for Chanel. Like, let's go. You had a bad week. Let's go leave it on the dance floor. And Coco comes out, and she leaves it on the dance floor nonstop. Like, she was dropping it was hot.
Oh, yeah. I was like, damn, don't rip that dress, girl. Like, dropping it low.
Okay, I really like her, but I swear, I don't know why she always pulls out the bar mitzvah moves, which is fun. But that's what it reminds me of. You know what I mean?
I mean,
like, yes,
it is.
It's true.
I mean, she likes to drop it like it's hot. Whatever her go-to move is, go to it, girlfriend, and rock out with your...
I think she likes like a hair lip flip. Like she does. It's not like a full-on like hair flip. It's just like a I'm giving you shoulder.
I know, but I feel like at some point she's like gonna break out like a sprinkler or something. You know?
Some points it looks like that.
Yeah. Next week we're gonna teach you how to twerk.
Yeah. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Twerking by the matzah. Twerking by the matzah.
So like they're at this party about to get their twerk on, and then they're like all concerned about Erica still. And apparently she's suffering from
Polyps.
Polyps, which I have no idea what that is.
I couldn't even Google it because I don't know how to spell it. What I tried to spell it came up like nothing.
I thought that polyps were on your like vocal cords, like you could develop those, but supposedly you can develop them in your stomach. I don't know.
Is it from drinking too much?
Or, as Amanda said, it's from Jewish guilt, which could be it.
Well, and then we segue into the next scene, which was
Rob
Erica
and
meeting with Rob, and she hadn't been talking to him either. So I think she was just like, let me be away for a minute and like let me think about my life decisions, because I don't think she did anything good in that bathroom stall.
No.
So she was having partying remorse. Like she just wanted to lay low and let steam blow over, which was maybe a good idea.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea.
Well, I mean, Rob, okay, actually, in this part, Rob actually seems like he really, really cares about Erica, right? And he's like, what's been with you? You've been MIA. And I guess Erica probably was feeling a little bit guilty and just wanted to be taken out of the situation, or at least take herself away from it as far as possible. But then he's confiding in her, being like, I love you, you know? She's like, well, you just smother me. And I just felt so bad because I wish we counted the amount of times she yawned.
That was so rude. Like, I mean, this poor guy is like pouring his heart out to you. This is what I thought some of them wanted. They want a man, they want to settle down, they want to be married, they want to have the family and the ring and the babies. And he's like, I want to be with you. Let's cool out, stop going out. And she's like yawning. I think that is so rude.
And she's 29, is that right?
She's 29.
Yeah.
29. I mean, grow up. It's time to grow up. I mean, we all can have fun and drink occasionally, but not to the length that she's been going to. And you're not 22 anymore. That's just how I feel. I'm sorry.
And what I think is really important is that he wasn't saying you can't go out with your friends.
Yeah.
He was saying that you drink too much and that you become angry and rude, and you know, and it's affecting your personality. And she just didn't want to hear it at all.
It's like she doesn't think about consequences for her actions. Like she's just kind of like whatever. And I think that is also coming from living at home, and like you don't really have that much responsibility living at home if you're not paying bills. So it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, but not for nothing. He told her that you're unaffectionate, you're distant, you know, you have to tone down the drinking, I want to settle down. And then she kept yawning and really didn't say much and said she has a long day tomorrow. And he kind of was like, and she's like, we can hug it out if you want. And he's like, okay. So like, not for nothing, he's obviously a huge pushover, you know? So of course she's going to get away with it.
But he did give her an ultimatum.
Yeah.
So that says something. Kind of like if you don't like pause or pump your brakes a little bit, then I'm out.
We're done, yeah.
So that's kind of ballsy, a little bit.
Well, I saw on Twitter and Instagram they're still together, so I guess she paused
Maybe
it.
she's being more responsible. Take the time to look at your actions and go from there. I think that's what she should do.
Hopefully, we hope. Call us, let us know, Erica. Like,
Yeah, please.
I think
Please
Erica
do.
will be in next week, so we'll hear what she has to say for herself, miss.
I'm anxious for that. You got some explaining to do.
Okay, so this episode, and this is going to be really embarrassing, but they have the whole like bagel and lox spread. I'm like, this is the most amazing thing. This is why I miss the East Coast and my Jews, because that is like the ultimate Jewish breakfast. Have you guys had a bagel and lox?
Oh yeah. Of
I think you
course.
cannot live in LA County without having had your fair
Really?
share of
LA
it.
too?
Yeah.
Like LA County. You know, that's like.
Really? No one offers me bagels and lox here.
You're looking in the wrong place.
I know. I feel like any breakfast brunch I go to is like egg whites and spinach.
And here's some kale. Take
Yeah.
the kale with you.
Shoot, I'm hanging out the wrong place.
Maybe because I've been here my whole life, so I feel like,
You've seen it.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's.
This is where they have the whole discussion about Erica, correct? Mm-hmm. And it's all the girls besides her, and I don't know why she wasn't showing up there.
Because she had polyps.
Her polyps were
She
still
had a
there.
flare up. Flare up of the polyps.
Please tweet us and let us know what polyps are if you're
hopefully she'll be
watching
able to
this.
explain that next week.
And well, in this, they decide they need to do something about this, about the Erica situation. And I don't know, do you guys think they handled it well? They decide to send Chanel and Casey in, or at least Chanel decides that this would be
Well,
best.
Chanel asked Casey because she's removed from the situation. But I'm like, she's not removed from the situation. She's the one that feels the strongest about Erica, like in a bad way.
Right.
So why?
I was kind of taken aback by this. I think that Joey should have spoken up and voiced her opinion about how absurd it was for Casey to be the one to go with Coco to talk to Erica. Like, huh? I mean, she's so level-headed. She's educated. She's responsible. I just wanted her to speak up, and Amanda too. I feel like they both should have said,
like,
wait a minute.
They were like, I don't think that's a good idea. Well, say it. Just why not say it?
That was the time to say it.
Did you guys catch on, like, Joey snide to Casey? She's like, Casey needs to figure out her own life. Like, who's she to give other advice? I feel like there is, like, some hating going on there, and I don't know what it is.
I think we might see it next week, though.
Well,
you think so?
Mm-hmm.
Joey's not shy with the throwing shade. She's like, she calls it like it is, which is why I just can't figure out why she didn't say something at the table, which, mind you, ladies, you're princesses. When I see you at a table, I expect to see flatware. Maybe not fine china, but why
like
the
a
paper
white
plates?
plate. Just a white ceramic plate.
I expect more from princesses.
No, I agree. Get the silver out.
You know, flatware, something. I know you have it.
Yeah.
I know it's been generational and passed down.
Parents are like, we don't want to clean up after this mess.
We do enough for you, okay? Yeah. The least you could do is use the paper plates and throw them out. That's hilarious.
I mean, for barbecues, okay. But a bagel and lox breakfast?
Give me a plate.
And some silver.
A little salad plate even. Like, we'll take a little one.
If you guys couldn't tell, we've been working on our Long Island accent, so you can let us know how we're doing.
Or how bad we're doing.
Well, next we have the drink. I can't do it. Now I'm really embarrassed. The drink hanky. Amanda, which I had no idea Amanda's trying to start her own business too.
Yeah.
So this was so cool to see.
Yeah, it's like all over her Twitter, and like she puts a lot of it up there. I like it.
She's the CEO.
I saw that she was going to do like a princess hanky, so I'm really excited to see what that looks like.
I bet that one will do best.
But it better be bedazzled of some sort.
I think she should do two types of princess hankies, like one like Disney style princess hanky,
and one like naughty princess.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm down.
Because I feel like if this business were to go, you know, really happen to be successful, she needs to incorporate everyone, because everyone has a drink on them. You know, like you could have a drink hanky for soda or for juice or something like that. Not just for the beer and paper bag.
Yeah, well, it has the elastic that she's adding, so it's gonna fit many types of drinks.
And I loved her gorilla style photo shoot. Like, go in, work it out, forget what the construction workers are saying, take advantage of the scene behind you.
And we meet her friend Ilton, who is the creative director behind.
And like the ultimate Long Island gay.
Yeah.
That's her duty.
Like, there's their one. There's the one. Where are the rest of them? I know they're out there somewhere.
And of course, Babs makes an important appearance.
Oh.
How cute is she with her snacks? Like, there were like 10 chips on the platter.
Yeah, here you go. Here you go.
That was so adorable.
But like, I don't understand, like, why is her mind like always about the penis party? Because
she got penis on her brain. That's all she's got.
That was a one-track mind. She was like, we need one like with dildos and stuff. I think that's exactly what she said.
No, yeah, that's exactly what she said.
Verbatim.
From Babs' mouth, not mine. Okay.
That's what I was saying when we were watching the show. I said to them, I was like, I wish that Amanda had the show to herself sometimes. Because I think she's so damn entertaining because she's such a character, and her mom is a character, her boyfriend's a character. It's just a good show. That'd be an awesome show to watch.
And then especially now with Ilton too.
Yeah, they could call it like
it
could play off. I don't know what it could be called though, like the Amanda Show, but that was Amanda Bynes' show. So you can take that show, please do, because Lord knows she's crazy.
And then you throw the boyfriend in there. Is his name Rob too?
Oh my God!
And then you
Jeff.
With Jeff as well.
Jeff, like
Jeffy, he's amazing.
Yeah.
I love you, Jeffy.
that's comedy.
I wish Jeff was there for that photo shoot because I feel like we would have been dying.
That's my baby. That's what we were saying the whole time.
I feel like he would get in there and wear like one of those construction vests.
Oh, for sure.
Like without a shirt on.
Yeah.
With like a gold chain on.
And like just posing in the back.
Yes.
It would be amazing,
Jeff,
right?
where were you? Where was he? Hopefully
Mama.
My mama. That's my baby. I love them. I love them.
Oh my goodness.
So funny.
They're hilarious. I can't even deal. Okay, so we have the drink hanky on one side, and then we have Kissaman on the other side with Joey. So, I mean, there's a lot of like hanky-panky going on around here.
It's a lot of product.
Right? A lot of product.
I mean, you have a show, you have a platform, you might as well push it.
Yes, and this Kissaman is, I think it's a genius idea, actually.
I do too.
And the packaging, beautiful. And I love that the lip balm looks like a lipstick, almost. Like the top of it looks like the top of a lipstick.
And
That's
not for
cool.
nothing, when I saw it and he was that creepy guy
Ooh.
was applying it to himself, I'm like, that looks so moisturizing right now.
Yeah, it looks just like
Give me
luscious
some
and
of
nice.
that, yeah.
I'm sorry, but Charlotte needs to lay off. Like,
Woo,
focus
yes.
on the product, focus on the goal, lay off the whole marriage, wifey. Like, can a sister be a boss and get her career launched?
Without someone trying to get in her pants. Like,
Yeah.
What do you think that was the reason why, like, do you think there's some like history behind the two of them or something?
Oh, you're reading between the lines.
Not like a bad history, but like, do you think they're a family friend or like she knows him from past because he talks to her like he knows her?
Maybe,
He
because
really
he was
talks-
getting personal.
Yeah. Like,
No.
why aren't you getting a husband? Like, why would your marketing person be concerned about that?
Okay, can I tell you exactly what I think it happened?
Please do.
I think that he's like, oh, there's cameras around, so what's this reality show about? She's like, oh, it's about us and how we're all single and this
And looking
and that.
for a husband, yeah.
And then he's like trying to play it up to the cameras as much as possible.
Interesting.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He was just
Maybe.
so, yeah, he really kind of creeped me out, actually. And I don't like how he was trying to make it so sexual because I feel like the kissament can apply to everyone. Like, imagine young girls, too, in high school. I feel like they would love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also like job interviews, like you don't have to be sexual in a job interview, but if you want your breath to be fresh, you just pop that little drop in your mouth and then
Right. And that's exactly what Joey is going for. She
Yeah.
wants it for the corporate woman.
And I
that's
get
cool.
that sex sells, but it doesn't have to be your main marketing ploy. Like, but maybe that's all we saw. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt, Charlotte.
yeah, let's do that.
Maybe that's all what they cut to show
What
us.
she should do maybe is have like different occasion kissaments.
That'd be fun.
Like
Prom.
intimate kissament and like, you know, interview kissament or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah,
Date night.
Date night. Oh, that'd
Prom.
be cute.
That's what I think is
Grocery
really
Color
store.
code it. That'd be really awesome.
And like the flavors would apply too. Like bubble gum for someone that's younger, or like red velvet for someone who wants to get going.
Or whiskey.
Whiskey.
21 and over.
really get going.
Well, actually, I feel like that's a good idea though, because you could make it for
Chardonnay.
men too.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't have to. I mean, men wear chapstick all the time,
Oh, I hope so.
right?
They have to be nice and moist.
We've got lots of ideas for these business
We'll be
ladies
the
tonight.
creative directors. We'll be the creative directors behind it.
We'll be the Ilton to your Kissaman. What do you guys think about Joey's dad?
I wish he would support her more. Like, I'm happy that he's strong and hard on her because that will keep her focused and keep her motivated. But sometimes you just need your parents to be in your corner and support you and have your back. I mean, I'm glad we got to see a sensitive side to her when she kind of cried. So, Dad, cut a sister a break.
Yeah. I mean, I know they're only showing like just a few, like a
Right.
minute or two of just their relationship, but she has mentioned before that he's kind of hard on her, which is cool because it, again, motivates
Yeah.
her. But I mean, she's being super, like this product that she has, I think is a genius idea. And I wish that he would be more supportive of that. Just like, oh yeah, this is great. I think that you're going to do so amazing. And, you know, really push it for her, make her excited about it even more.
Yeah, I agree. I think that sometimes Joey complains a little bit too. Or like, not that she complains, but I feel like she makes these snide remarks like, oh, all the other girls have everything. You know what I mean? And I feel like if she just kind of put that energy, focus even more.
Toward her product.
Right.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think she just sees these girls who have like everything they possibly want, and their parents just kind of like wait hand and foot on them, and she doesn't have that.
It's
So
easier.
So
But-
she just is like,
I mean, her dad does have a boat.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So
She's not living that much of a hard knock life.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, speaking of that, we have Hal, our favorite Papa Hal,
Yeah.
who Ashlee has no problem convincing him that she needs to spend over $5,000 for a few pairs of heels. And we know the girl can't go without heels, so they are a necessity. You know, we're not arguing with her. She needed them, for sure. But just be able to, you know, at the drop of the hat, call your dad and be like, oh, by the way, I'm doing this. Okay, thanks, bye, love you. And it was no big deal. All right?
No.
It's like that for some folks.
I like how they said, because when the girls were on Casey and Ashlee 2 weeks ago, they said what we are really looking forward to you seeing is our relationship evolve and how close we've become in this little shopping trip. We really see that.
Yeah. Super supportive and cute. It seems like they've been friends forever, just kind of like
does.
bouncing off of each other. It's really
It's just
cute.
organic and natural. And, you know, Ashlee with her one-liners about being an inspirational refrigerator magnet, like, she's so adorable. I can't.
And And then her flirting with the guy, the salesman, she was like, well, just pretend like if you didn't meet that girl, propose to her, you would propose to me. Like, let's just say that. And he's like, okay. I mean, he was trying to sell some shoes, so good for him.
Yeah.
He's a good salesperson.
And she's just so cute and funny. Like, she doesn't care. She has no shame.
No shames in her game.
I love when she goes on that little date, which makes me so happy to see her go on a date. Like, I feel like a proud mom. I'm like, it's happening, you know? I don't know. I feel like we should cheers to Ashlee's date. Ready?
Oh, for sure.
Cheers.
Cheers to you, darling. I'm looking at you in your eyeballs.
Ashlee.
I wish some of Erica's drink was in that, by the way.
Oh,
not
yeah.
just water. Just saying. But it's not. I hope Ashlee wore those really shiny heels on
the
her
hot
date.
ones, the
Yeah.
sparkly ones.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Right?
Those were fly.
She turned it out. You know she did.
Definitely. And I love, love, love what she says about his Jesus paraphernalia. But it's cool because everyone's like, you need to meet a Jewish man, you need to marry a Jewish husband. She's like, I don't care as long as he's not rocking the Jesus paraphernalia. Imagine he had WWJD all
and,
over
the
him.
Jesus fish or tattooed on him or
And
something.
a crucifix.
Yeah.
Imagine.
She would pass out, just fall over.
Probably.
Dead.
She would have to have someone carry her out of the restaurant. Take it back to episode 1.
Oh yeah.
Oh man. And then, okay, I guess the last and most eventful part of this episode was the intervention.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all just kind of
I started tweeting during that. I didn't get it.
Did anything really happen? Because I feel like
No.
it was so edited and clipped out.
And they did never say you have a drinking problem. They didn't.
No.
They never said. They were skirting around that issue,
Yeah.
but being you can die in a bathtub. That was weird. And the whole thing about weight, along with drinking, I find an issue with that because sometimes weight issues come from other things besides
Right.
not eating right or whatever. Some people have actual problems that cause them to gain weight, and I think that's really silly to say. And I don't think they meant to be offensive, but it was offensive. And then also, some people are born with addictive personalities, and that can run in families, and so alcoholism. I'm not saying her parents are alcoholics, but it's not something to just be tossed around lightly.
No.
So
It shouldn't be. And I think that's what they were all dancing around. No one wanted to go out and specifically say, I think you have a drinking problem, I think you're an alcoholic. They were trying to use all these other analogies. And
and then Erica was
I
like,
got
are
lost.
they trying to say I'm fat? Are they saying I'm pregnant? I don't know what's going on. Get to the point. Because I thought what they were going to do is go to her and be like, are there issues that you're trying to deal with? And then maybe segue into being like, are you using drinking to cover those issues up? Sure. Or solve those issues. But they never got there.
Okay, I feel like girls do this a lot. I'm obviously a girl, if you couldn't tell. So I'm I know I'm guilty of it too. But I feel like women talk up a big game. You know, and I think that's what they did in this car ride. They're like, yeah, we're so hard. We're gonna tell her she has a drinking problem, and we're gonna be like, you need help, and what
if she's
what's
start
wrong
yelling
with you?
and
You
stuff?
know?
Okay.
And then they got there, and exactly what you said. I feel like they couldn't spit it out.
right.
And I think that what they probably did was bring up that weekend when they were in the Hamptons, you know, and try and make comparisons from there, but it was just really bad.
Yeah. I think this is where a lot of the issues are going to stem from for the rest of the season. I think it's going to be kind of a bad storm of things. It's just not going to be good.
No. And I think Erica handled it really well.
Yeah.
She totally backed out of it. I got to go help my mom clean, get some dinner.
Just get out of here.
As opposed to being defensive, I think, because which is what we've seen her do. So I'm glad she handled it gracefully.
Do you? Because I feel like the girls have also said that Erica is very good at just brushing things off, and I feel like if two of one of my best friends and a friend who I don't really like approached me in this way in my bedroom, just somehow showed up unannounced with cameras that were just hanging out in my
pointed
bathroom. I
towards
don't
the
know.
door. Yeah.
I would be like, what are you trying to say? What are you trying to talk to me about? And I feel like she should have just been more upfront with them.
I don't think it was merited. I think the last time we saw her confront Casey, it was all bad in the backyard with the cigarette. I think this, in her mind, she's like, what is this? It's not even worth my time to address it.
Yeah.
I don't know. If she calls in next week, we can ask her.
Yeah, I guess you're right. She's probably like, you girls are stupid, leave me alone.
Yeah, like what? What the what? What is this going on?
I mean,
right now?
it's I honestly, I mean, we don't know her personally, but I don't think, from what I've seen, I think she's just like a girl that likes to drink. I don't know. There's nothing like I don't know. There's just nothing about her that I've seen on camera that would make me think that. I don't know.
That she has a problem.
I just think that she is just
likes to party.
Just likes to party and likes to be out of control.
Like maybe she's the one that just happens to drink the most out of these select girls.
Yeah.
And
and maybe a few of them could use a drink or two.
according to Erica's mom. Yeah.
I like
Casey
that.
needs to loosen up. And I agree with Kate. I agree with that sometimes, because last week at the bar, when they went in Connecticut, where they were in the random bar, Casey just kind of sat there in like a monologue, and I'm like, you're pretty, you're young, like you're fun, have fun, like just go out and do something, like not just sit there and like look all pouty and like bitter or something.
Yeah, no, I think she really needs to loosen up a little bit.
Yeah, for sure.
And I love what Erica's mom said, because I feel like moms just put it so simply. She's like, oh, just don't waste your time with it. Like, don't get worried. Who cares? And that's just what it was. And I love how she's like, oh, that Casey girl, I remember her. She's pretty. And Erica's like ring underneath her eyes. And her mom's like, really? I didn't notice.
Shade.
Mm-hmm, some bitchiness right there.
It's so funny. But, I mean, girls are girls, right?
They will be.
Yeah, they'll cut you.
Mm-hmm. Just when you least expect it.
There is some craziness looking on to next week's episode.
Yes.
So do you guys have any gossip or predictions?
Yes.
It's about to be a what?
Girl,
A girl
fight. Yes. That's the song we'll play next week.
Are we doing predictions or gossip?
Well, we don't really have gossip. We're waiting.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
Thank you, Steven. Good. Is it like
Take two.
I just want to know who, because you see Ashlee and Joey going at it, and I want to know why they're going at it. But Chanel, who is she fighting with? Is it? I think it's someone random. I think it's a boy that like says something rude to her or something.
I don't know, but she was mad
Ooh,
all
she
in
was
her
mad.
eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I definitely think with Chanel it's someone random too.
Yeah.
Or maybe. No, I think it's probably someone random.
Yeah.
But I kind of feel I'm like worried about next week's episode for Chanel, because I think that is a lot. I mean, she has all these problems with her ex-boyfriend, and then I can imagine that being really difficult for your younger
Little sister to be married.
Yeah,
For sure.
That's
She's
tough.
a passionate person. Like, have you seen her blog on Bravo TV?
Oh,
They're
yeah.
like 6 and 7 pages long every week.
You're like,
It's a lot.
Whoa.
So when passionate people feel a certain way, like it's anger, or she's really, really happy, dropping it on the dance floor. So
Yeah.
I'm glad we get to see her other side.
But I love it because I feel like now, I feel like the first few episodes of the show were a little bland with nothing going on. And now it's just really starting to evolve, and we're getting to know these girls better, and there's a lot more to it, and I love it.
And I think that they're becoming more comfortable around the cameras too, because I think that would be really hard to get used to, like a camera, and then you have to be like natural talking to your
Right.
friends. So I think they're getting used to it, and they're just like, whatever. So and whatever happens, happens. And I'm happy for that, because they need that, I think.
My prediction is that Ashlee is going to hook up with this next date she goes on.
Oh yeah.
And we're gonna hear, because they showed a preview, and she's been like going on these random little dates. So I want to see some action. I want to hear like some Ashlee
With the roofie
gossip.
guy? With the roofie
Yeah.
guy?
I don't think Ashlee's going to give up the cookies just yet.
No, I'm not saying.
Just maybe like a little kiss or something.
Yeah, like I just
would want that for her.
I want to hear her talk about these guys, because I feel like she's so conservative when it comes to talking about stuff like that. She'd be so awkward and so funny and amazing,
That'd be cute.
right?
That'd be cute.
Although I don't think that guy was that cute, so I don't know if I necessarily want him for her.
No, but he looked sweet. Like
I
cute
love a
little
bald
guy.
head, so he gets points for that.
Wait,
Yeah.
that one had a bald head too. Next week's.
Yeah, the roofie guy.
Oh, did he?
Wasn't that?
I can't remember.
Oh, I'm confused.
I can't remember.
Well, whatever.
We'll find out next week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
thank you, Steven. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to go to AfterBuzzTV.com. Let us know what you think about this week's episode. Next week, We have Erica, who should be coming on our show, not in person, unfortunately, but over the phone. So make sure you tune in. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Miss Zias.
You can find me on Twitter at Jake_DuPree and on Instagram at Jake DuPree.
You can find me on Facebook and Twitter at Fahnia Thomas.
Thank you, guys.
Bye.
From Bing.com, executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Bye.
See you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.